And, Coach, we come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Cleveland Browns. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go. Bring it in.
Got you, boy. I got you, boy. Check 37. Check 8.
Now Newton on first down. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Check it back. Check it back.
They fake the give. Newton. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. And this one complete to Reed. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 38-yard line. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38. Newton throwing again. And Reed with it over the middle. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing again is Newton. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
On first down, Newton. And finding the tight end, Wilson. And out of bounds right around the 20. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Gun. 20.
To the air again, Newton. The Sanders has got it complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. This is Carson, and he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Chris Carson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. A first down throw from Mayfield. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy, couldn't get it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. From 4 yards out, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
After the run, Newton going to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Throwing on third down, Newton. They'll run the screen with Carson. He finds an opening past the 40. He won't go down. And a big 32-yard play on third.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Now it's Carson. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. second down and 4. Newton caught on the right side. Reed. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. Whoa. Mike 51.
3rd and 2, Newton. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good. Way wide to the left. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, set this one off target.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain. First down, a run with Cohen. Fighting through, and he's got space. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Rolling to his left. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Redskins take over at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Newton. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he will take this this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Montez Sweat, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Mayfield looks to throw. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
17 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give him 6 yards in the 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. From the red zone now, Mayfield. The screen pass here to Cohen. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown. Out of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Eluding the pressure right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
2nd and 10. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll look to throw here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete into the hands of Carson. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Last week, several good performances in the NFC, but he was the conference's offensive player of the week, well over 100 yards.
And just the ability to make catches. You know, that gets underplayed sometimes because we're always looking for the move or the big run. But catch the football consistently, that racks up the yardage.
2nd and 5. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Well, that's complete to Sanders. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
It's just me and you. It's just
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Not to that. Mike 56, Mike 56. And watch the screen, watch the screen.
Back to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Credit that break up to Greedy Williams. The Browns drive about to get started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2, and that is incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Here's Jamie Gillen now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They give them a gain of 38. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll drop the throw. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 39. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and it's third down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jordan Reed has it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever is in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. They try again with Cohen. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
6-6, pull it high. Back. Shoot. Check. King. I got it.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 55 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Well, those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. After the run, Newton going to throw. And this one complete to Reed. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And that is incomplete.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
Check. Hey, Mike 51, Mike
51. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert. Go. Stay at home. Stay at home. Stay at home.
They're going to try and throw. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
And a Redskin first down.
Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Hey, let's get in them holes. 56 to Mike, boy. 56.
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He was covered by Denzel Ward.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. The Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
Mike, 58, right there. Hey, check. Check 26, check 26.
They run for it with Carson. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch the curl.
Here's Lindsey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
Second and 12 at the Redskins' 30-yard line.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Run.
Play fake. Mayfield under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack. Well, they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and they dialed up the pressure and got to him.
Seibert's kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Von Miller able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Here's Tressway now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taken in at the 22. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. They'll go again with Lindsey. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
On third down, here's Lindsey. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad.
Here's Jamie Gillen now. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Fielded at the 20. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Well, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Steps away. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Mike 51, Mike 51. I'm here all day. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Let's go. Come on.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man. He finds Sanders. A good pick up there of 20 yards. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Gotta love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field, D.
Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go.
They'll set up to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Watch the screen.
Here we go on 4. Newton. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
Mayfield on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 27-yard line.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Browns, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.